In this project, we will do a small employee system as our trial to get used to build something that's bigger and bigger with a more complicated logic. It takes time to be good in implementing things. It takes time. You will fail a lot. You will be disappointed a lot. Try to avoid these negative feelings as much as you could. Take it easy. Step by step, you can grow up. You are expected to not be able to do things or do them partially. Compare, listen to solutions, and learn. In the employee system, we have a factory that has a bunch of employees, and our program will be a simple program that is providing a menu of 5 choices. Add new employee, print all of the current employees, delete by age range some employees, update the salary given a name, or end the program. The program will be active and running, so every time it will be printing the 5 choices, and the user will keep providing a choice, and so on. Once the user provided the choice number 5, the program will terminate. So here is my personal code. When you start my own code, you will find the program runs as following. It gives you the 5 choices here. And after that, the user is asked to enter a choice from 1 to 5. Now, like any good program, you should be able to handle the invalid inputs to some extent. So we are expected the user to enter a number from 1 to 5. The user here input number like 0, so we say this is invalid. 55, again invalid. Hello, also invalid. Once the user entered the number 1, which is in the menu adding a new employee, we'll start to ask him for employee information, which is expected here to be name, including spaces, and the age and salary, which are expected to be integers. So we took the data from the user here, like Mustafa Saad, 20, and 555. Let's just feed more data to be used in our system, so I'm adding more and more users to the system. Now in this step, the user entered the choice number 2, which is listing for all of the employees. So we have so far 4 employees. I'm going to print them here. Mustafa has age 20 and salary 555, and so on. These are our 4 users. If there are no current employees, just print that no employees at the moment. In option number 3, the user can delete by the age range. I mean by that, the user can give age from and age to. We will find all the users that has age between these 2 numbers and remove them. So we have from 25 to 31. Going back one step, 25, Asma is 25, Bilal is 30, so both of them are valid. Mustafa and Ziyad are invalid. So these 2 things should be removed. And this is what happened here. I say deleting Bilal, Mustafa, deleting Asma. If you try to print again with option 2, it will tell you that Mustafa and Ziyad are the only ones that are available at the moment. In option number 4, we will be given a name and update the salary of a person. For example, I entered here 4 and then I entered Mustafa. But observe that there are no employees with the name Mustafa. There is Mustafa Sa. So we will tell hey, no employees with such a name. The user tried again option number 4 to update the salary, and this time he entered Mustafa Saad and entered the new salary to be 222, which will be updated. If you print it 2, it will print again Mustafa, but now with the updated salary. Option number 5 definitely ended the program. That's all, we are done. If you would like, and this is good, go ahead and try to do your own code by yourself. I'm going to give you some tips on how can you implement this system. Remember, we learned about classes and we learned about objects, like list is an object, string is an object, like we create objects from these classes. One of the fundamental skills that you should develop during this course in a very strong way compared to any other course is thinking in terms of OOP. To do that, you have to try to view the world in terms of classes and their relationships. I'm going here to give you the 3 classes that you can use them, which is the employee class, employee manager class, and front-end manager. The logic is as following. The employee class is something as simple as holding our name and age and the salary per person. It can also do some function relevant to an employee class, like simply printing the content. You will find a lot in many projects the idea of the manager. Now let's say that we have several objects. Who should like, if we would like to design a class that is controlling it, who should have that, should be doing that? The employee manager is one thing to do that. The manager will have a list of employees and doing all of the relevant functionality over this list. For example, the all of the function in the menu option can be implemented here. It should be named employees manager, not just employee manager. Employees manager to indicate a list of employees. The front end manager is a class that is responsible for the front end. The front end is whatever user is seeing. When you hold your mobile, we call it the front end. When you access a website, it's a front end. The console screen here of the option, this is a front end, but it's a console front end. So the front end here will print the menu, get the choice, and ask the employees manager to do the functionality for us. My code is just these three classes. Feel free to implement them. Feel free to implement yours. Feel free to implement without classes at all. It's all up to you. But thinking in terms of classes, objects, their relationship is very fundamental for you as a software engineer. That's all.